you, I I wouldn't say bitter as a man. I probably would just went straight doom. Oh Lord, have mercy, doom. Especially when you know respect your vows and other vows. Jesus Christ, tight granddad doing too much. Shit, y'all long granddaddy. I'm reading these comments, man. Y'all, hey man, y'all hard on them comments, man. Y'all, that man dead and gone. That man been gone damn near 10, 20 years. So what's going on, people? How y'all like that one now? Takara, go, Yari, Sensei, Takara. That name is powerful. I want to fight when I hear it. What's going on? Hey, Michaela, grandmama was serious for it. I don't know how to judge my grandma after that, but hey, she did it. Whew. new new a coat. You say she sold Mercy at the end, but man, all them years that family was going through that, grandma was jaded, baby. Grandma was pissed. Yeah, grandma wasn't nobody to be fucked up with, boy. She'll get you in the 3D and in the spiritual. So, and I am not disappointed. Appreciate it. I appreciate that. Hold on, this iPad keep doing shit. All right, no thanks. I'm learning how to work this damn iPad. Oh, janky bitch. Grandma, man, listen, that was I should have put that shit on my grandma obituary. She was good to call. If she didn't like it, she would call you a janky bitch real quick. She'd say that janky hoe, that janky bitch. She would. Yes. So he hurt her to the core. Paige Turner, you are absolutely correct. That was the first time I seen my grandma show any emotion. And he could cheat all he wanted, grandma said, but when he made them outside babies, she wasn't going for that shit. Now, that should be a lesson to some of y'all trying to sit up here and be the side piece, not the potential girlfriend. Just okay with the cool shit. Okay, you let some of these witches, these motherfuckers that know that old school magic, not the bullshit you learn off the internet. But I'm talking about old school magic like my grandma taught me. And been to fuck your whole life up. Grandma had me go get some shit from a lake, a tree, some dog cat. I mean some dog shit, cat piss. She had me grab all that shit and whip that bitch up. Took 3 days to make it. And bust that bitch on that lady porch like a goop. Everything went crazy. The baby came out looking old. And that's my auntie. She gotta be in her what I'm in my 40s, so she gotta be in her early 30s now. She still look like an old man baby. She looked better. She looked like an old lady. Oh shit, man! I listen, Royal Blue. I don't do no crazy shit. I know what I know, but I ain't got it in my heart to throw something at somebody and fuck them up. They have to do some heavy shit to me. They have to tear my whole life up. Even when my baby mamas were taking me to child support court and all that shit, I couldn't imagine doing them spells like that because I know that shit. I seen it. Man, a girl lost her eye. People start doing crack and walking the street selling coochie. I don't want that on my conscience. Now, if a bitch fuck with me, they can get it. Don't get it twisted. But you have to do some heavy shit for me to get to that point. I mean, heavy. I done conquered my little pettiness. Well, not really. Not when I'm the Baron. I'm petty, and my Baron petty too. But I done conquered all that other shit. put some work on this woman who had yard children for her. Damn. Woo. I'm mad about the I'm mad about the horse trotters that we couldn't get get an after effect video. Oh yeah, old Gail ass. Gail didn't want nobody to talk about her. Gail wasn't fucking on with that. I drove to 2 locations. Gail said, fuck this, not today. Celestial Earth Goddess, don't mess nobody up. Especially with this internet and people living, yeah, to put all the business out there. And yeah, my grandma thought my grandma, what's that? Also, unapologetic goddess. My grandma thought she killed her second husband when she caught him out there cheating. She took a brick from a church being built, whistled, whoa. And when they turned around, pow. Holy crap. She hit him? Whoa. Michaela said, be easy on Gil before this one. Yeah, Gil, my apologies, baby. Yeah. Your horse head ass out there somewhere. Just leave my digital cameras alone. Queen Lisa say, let it alone. Karma, yeah. Oh my God. Listen, I try to make these stories as accurate as possible from my memory. I got a lot going on up in here. I'm trying to debate. Should I tell you one where the FBI was going around the neighborhood? You know what? Fuck it. I ain't even gonna do a true spook. I'm finna give y'all an exclusive. I don't even want to record this one because it's out here in Cyberland. I don't even want it to be cute. So y'all, can I take y'all ready for me to tell y'all a personal true spook? This is an exclusive. I ain't gonna even put it on there. This is on this live right here. Hell yeah, Orange Center, Sunset. It's a monster in the lake. Wait, did I tell you about the monster living in the back of the lake behind Lake Sunset? It's a monster back there. Everybody know it. All right, so now this one right here get kind of creepy now. So I don't know, but this got a lot of law enforcement involved in it. So okay, here we go. So this is happening off of Lake Sunset. Keep in mind, Orlando was just a shit bag of demonic energy, I think. Though how anybody survived, I don't know. So this happened off of Lake Sunset. What's up, DD? This happened off of Lake Sunset. Right behind Lily Rogers Park. You know all the bullshit that happened in Lily Rogers Park because that park is haunted. Where it's this horseshoe that goes around like this, and you can let out the back of the park into it. So going around the horseshoe and on the main horseshoe coming to when you turn off of Ohio Church Street to Ohio and go around there, you'll see the apartments where Grandmama and Snail and everybody live. You keep going on around and you'll see you'll see some apartments. We called them the turtle skin apartments because they were green. On the right, you see about 2 or 3 houses, a little street right there, and then you'll see about 8 duplexes to your right, and right behind those little duplexes was this blue house. I don't know the color of the house now, but it was this blue house. There was an old Italian man living back there. Italian or Spanish, I don't know. It sounds the same when you get to be 90 years and plus. But it was an old Spanish, either Italian man living in this house. Only white dude in the middle of the hood. You follow me? So he used to breed pit bulls and sell them. He never fought them. He would just breed them, take care of them, nurture them, and sell them. So every now and then, you know, a nice Lincoln, Cadillac, some very expensive car will pull up in his front yard. And when the car pull up in his front yard, there would be like 2 guys get out and they'll be dressed up in suits and shit. And one guy get out the back dressed in a black sweatsuit, like a 2-piece black jogging suit. Little cheap ones from Walmart. But when I was growing up, Walmart wasn't out then. Walmart was something new. So, but you could get the little cheap one, 2-piece set, $7 Hills, $7 a set from Walmart. But it was similar to that Heaven's Gate Coach type dressing shit. So they would get out and the people in the suit and they would walk this kind of hand tied man, not handcuffed, hand tied man into this dude house right under the carport in there. And he would be sitting in there for a while. Then the two dudes will come out, they'll get in the car and they'll take off. And the man stay in there with the old timer, right? So now the old timer is sitting up there. We don't think nothing of it. We see him drop off because the flip lady, the candle lady was right across the street. So we would go get the shit, sit next to the little car. That it was always a car, very nice car parked there, but nobody drove the bitch. But it would just sit there. So we had all started sitting up under the bitch because it was a big ass car in the shade, letting the bitch shade us. So we'll get our little towel, get our little chair, little milk crate. We'll sit there and eat our candy and shit. So we get to see the dude get dropped off. So all of a sudden, we start saying, damn, dog, don't nobody ever come out that bitch. And like, what you mean? Like, you ever see anybody come out? And I'm like, yeah, they probably come out at nighttime. You know, they probably go in there, do drugs, sell drugs. Fuck, I don't know. So like, yeah, that could be true. That could be true. So we used to run along the fence where the dog cage was. Sometimes we'll slap the cage and rattle the dogs up and shit and run, and he'll come out there. Goodbye, I got speaking some crazy shit, and I shoot your ass. That's all you hear. I shoot your asses. So now, it's the crazy part. Y'all ain't gonna see this part coming now. So, a couple years pass and we getting older now. Now we in our teens, early teens, 13, 14. So we seeing the car drop off. So now we see another car drop off. Now the dude that's doing the regular drop off, they done changed. This is another one. So he dropped the dude off, dude walk in the house. He go in there, they come out, take a smoke. They sit on the porch. They stay longer than they should this time around. They stay longer. Then all of a sudden, the other dude come out and both of them get back into the nice Lincoln car and take off. Go. Dude ain't come out. So one of the girls that had started hanging with us, I think it was Jamila. Jamila said, look at them pile of clothes just standing right there, all them black sweatsuits. And we like, what black sweatsuit? So we never paid attention. So we look over there as we run behind the duplexes to see his fence line. We run behind it. We see a pile of clothes about 3 feet off the ground, piled up. They was all the same clothes, the two-piece sweatsuits, right? And you got to think about it. If you got a pile of clothes up to 3 feet high that come to your thigh bone, that means that's over at least 30, 40, probably 100 pieces of article clothes stacked on top of each other. Some have been weathered by the rain that has been sitting in that pile for a long time, and one or two of them were like just brand new. So we sitting up in this bitch, and Jamila pointed it out. So we like, the fuck, yeah. And I say, don't them dudes be coming here in sweatsuits? I say, well, maybe they change clothes. Maybe they doing some kind of spiritual ritual or some shit, and they change clothes and because the Heaven's Gate coat was big back then. So I'm like, that's probably what it is. So we shrugged that shit off again. And it never came to me until the girl, Jamila, was like, how come we never hear those dogs bark? I say, I don't know. I say, maybe he got them trained. We slap on the cage and the dogs never bark. I say, yeah, that's true. So we decided to be Nancy Drew and any other inch-high PI spy detectives. We tried some crazy shit. So we like, okay, we gonna stay up and we gonna look out the window to see what go on at nighttime back there. So we stayed up. We tried to stay up. Stayed up 2, 3 in the morning. We fell asleep. All of a sudden we wake up. The house we were staying at was this couple. They had a house, and the parents used to go out to the club, to the Rainbow and the Parrot and Dixie Doodle. These are all gory spots that we gonna get into towards this story. So they used to go to them Dixie Doodles and shit right there, the Rainbow, the Bucket of Blood and shit right there. So wake up at 3, the little girl scream. It's a man laying on the ground back there. So we all get up and we peeking out the blinds and that shit. So we see a naked man laying on the ground, face down in the dirt, y'all. So We like, shit, what gonna happen? I said, he got trying to go fuck with that old man dog, and the man got him. So the old man came back with some sauce. I'm gonna say it was sauce, barbecue sauce, or smoking sauce, or some kind of oil. You can smell food smell from the shit he threw on him. So as the dude laying on the ground, the old man is splashing this bucket of seasoning on this man. So we like, that's odd. So now we like, this is a ritual. Let me tell you something. Y'all finna get it. Y'all will get it soon. Somebody gonna say it before I do. There you go, Royal Blue. Before we can sit up there and come up to another conclusion, he ran over there and opened all them pit bull cages up. When I see about 30 pit bulls jump down out them cages and ate that man alive right there, ate him, stripped him to the bone. They were working on him good 2-3 hours, them dogs. Then when them dogs rip their piece and he'll put them in their cage, then he'll let about 3 or 4 more out. And they'll go down there and eat on his ass too. After they got done, we watching this shit. We like, we ain't gonna say nothing. You know it. In the hood, we don't snitch. I ain't calling the police. This bitch just let 1,500 dogs eat one nigga. You think we as little itty bitty ass children gonna sit up here and let that shit get done to us? We didn't tell our parent. We took that shit to heart. You the first one hearing about this bitch. But the story ain't over, y'all. So, what kind of freaking neighborhood? Bitch, that's Orlando, Florida. That's Sunset, baby. That's the thicket. I won't be surprised if a lion walked through that bitch talking and pimping. But back to the story. So, let me take this damn thing out because I'm going to kick this iPad ass. So, he's sitting up there. So now, after the dogs had stripped down what they stripped down and everything, I guess he disposed of the carcass however he disposed of it, because he didn't bury the bones. He probably just grinded them up and put them in dog chow and let the dogs eat. I don't know, eat off the cat for forever. I don't know. So now the police done got involved. The sheriffs, the FBI, investigators, and you could probably look this shit up if you're in law enforcement. So now they don't got involved. And they go over there and they start investigating the dude. So again, we got that big ass nice car sitting right there. So we eating our little junk food, our little moon pies and shit. We eating our shit and we just listen at the whole shit go on. They didn't bother us. They didn't question kids. They didn't do nothing. The 80s and the 90s was crazy. So we get out. So I see some police cars pull up, FBI. So guess who I see get out the FBI car? The same motherfucker that delivered the man that the dog just ate. He get out the car, dressed in a badge and an FBI or police uniform right about now, walks up there to the house. That he let all them people search the house. The old man went and sat on the porch and crossed his legs. He gave that man a cigarette and told him to relax. Old man was sitting out there. They went through the house. Took him about 3-4 hours to go through the house. Old man was sitting out there. When they didn't find nothing, the same dude gave that man a kind of crazy handshake. It was something like he touched this finger. And if y'all ever heard of this, I'm telling you exactly what it is. I'm part of a couple secret organizations. I had only seen this handshake similar to this one time. And it's a Red House handshake. And I ain't going to tell you what it is. But if you get a person that's a Mason in the Red House, you'll understand. It was similar to the Red House handshake. But they touched this finger. And when they touched this finger, they each touched the finger. And then they did something with the pinky like this. And when they did the pinky, they kind of like twisted it together and came to like this. And that was the lock. Like, bam, bam, twist. And they like did the bro lock. Bop. Everybody that came up there greeted that old man with the same thing. Bam, 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 bop. Bam, 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 bop. FBI came, dot. Police, sheriffs came, dot. They didn't find nothing. Man went back in there. Then come time for the dogs, right? He still got dog. Tell me why this man was selling the dogs for every bit of $8,000-9,000 a pop. Premium thoroughbred pit bulls sold in the middle of the hood. A dog, a puppy meal that he was feeding human people. To this day, y'all, I'm finna go ahead and just, to this day, I think that dude was a hitman or one of them cleaners. They would bring him the people they wanted off inside the government, the FBI, the CIA, whoever. Allegedly. Now this is just fantasy. This is fantasy, so don't come for me. I made this shit up when I was 6. Interpose. So listen, I think he was the one to get rid of the super bad people or to get rid of the witnesses because they were doing it. Now keep in mind the pile of black clothes that was sitting right there at the gate all these years. It was 3 feet high, so that means these things was eating their ass off. He had did this numerous of times. He was mafia or something, y'all. Then he would sell the pit bulls. They would come get them, ship them out, crate them up, ship them to various states. $8,000-9,000 a pop. Because he started paying us when we turned 15, 16 to come out there and clean the shit up. Or, sometimes we'll go back there and he say, dig a hole and or get a dog these chickens and shit like that. So we'll go back there and hit the chicken in the head with a shovel or something. We were little murderous little fucks. We would have fun. And we'll pluck some of the feathers and throw the chicken in the cage with him. And the pit bull, so we would clean, he'll pay us to do that. That's how we knew that he was selling these pit bulls to some very high-end people. These were very prized, highly beautiful colored pit bulls. He was selling them. Sell them to this, sell them to that. So after the dogs, he done grew the dogs up eating people, I'm going to assume it allegedly. Then he would sell the motherfucking dog after he done raised them, groomed them with a pedigree to a whole nother country, to a whole nother city, a whole nother state. He ain't there no more, y'all. He died. They don't do pit bulls there no more. The people in that house, I don't even think they know what's going on. That's what I witnessed growing up in the middle of my hood. So what y'all think about that one? I ain't want to do that on True Spook because it's recorded. It'll be kind of like on the radar, but this just a lie. Don't nobody pay attention to the lies. Itchy had a boy barbecued her girlfriend, husband, and feed it to the sheriff. What the fuck y'all got going on, Queen Jackson? Fried green tomato. That's a movie? I used to live in Georgia. I used to live in Alabama. I done visited Texas, Carolinas. Hell yeah, I got some shit that done happened to me. I'm a witch, man. A lot of spooky shit done happened to me. All over that neighborhood. Listen, Queen Lisa, that Florida water ain't gonna do shit. A spiritual nuclear bomb need to be dropped on that bitch. It is. Come on, Yemi man. What's that? Yemima? Get your ass on down here to Orlando. We friendly. Just don't go in certain places. I'm giving y'all the streets. I'm telling y'all the streets. I'm giving you cross sections. I'm giving you neighborhoods. Play at your own risk. Oh, listen, man. Royal Blue, you from Orlando, you know. Dee, come on, you in South Florida, you know how it go. The main character will use your name for strength. Lord have mercy. Yeah, now y'all see why I stay in this motherfucker right here as a grown ass man. I stay in my blessed house, my blessed studio, with my blessed ass and my protection for my bearing and everything else. Yeah. Listen, man, this is the shit that happened, right? This is the real life shit that happened. The flickering from that iPad fucking with my senses. So that's what happened, everybody. Now I come on these lives so y'all to ask me questions about the story that we just premiered. I be wanting to know. Unapologetic God is barren. If you ever run out of stories, I can definitely volunteer some, including mutant frogs. Uh-oh, we getting somewhere. That's what I'm talking about. Do you do interviews? I do interviews. You want to be interviewed, New Occult? I interview you. I'll stay in the Disney area and the beach. I was thinking about that the other day. Yeah, I'll do interviews if I can find the people that I'm talking about. I would gladly put their ass on here so you can see everything I'm telling you is God and it's true. That's why I say try to look it up. Did your grandma ever regret doing work on the oldest, and why did she curse the oldest but bless the second? She was angry. So, Queen Jackson, grandma was angry with the first one. She was angry with the first one because that was the first time granddaddy brought an outside baby into the house, into her circle. So grandma was in her feelings. Just because she's a spiritualist, just because we all spiritual people, don't mean that we ain't beyond reproach. Don't mean we don't have our issues, our egos, and our feelings. We still having a 3D experience. So grandmama knew she had caused havoc, and she saw how ugly that baby was. And she like, you know what? I took this bitch a little too far. I was in my feelings for a dude that I know would fuck around on me. So she couldn't undo it. So she had to make amends, and she blessed it. Now my oldest, my not my oldest, my the baby Snell had first. That auntie, she's looking better every day. But I mean, she got a baby daddy. Somebody liking her. It's a rough sale. Somebody like her. But the other one is just so beautiful. Look like my mama. She work at a gas station up the road. Been there years. I think she like the manager now. Oh yeah, I'll let you interview me, New Occult. I don't mind that shit. You dealing with the Baron. I'm the real and the most honest person you gonna find on this bitch. Yeah, that was a rough sale, boy. Yeah, I call her. I call her. I want to say her name, but then again, people from Orlando do watch this, and I don't. And her name is very known in Orlando. The people I'm talking about, it's Orlando people. It's small, so we know each other. And I want to call her name, and she got the most distinctive name. There's only one motherfucker name like that. Uh, and one motherfucker got that name in history, and I think Prince saw her masturbating to a magazine. But yeah, that's that shit. That boy, it was savage. They say Queenly Lisa? Did Grandma straight teach you stuff, or did you learn stuff as she was doing it, like her and their old by observing? No, Grandma put me in the kitchen with her. Grandma put me in the kitchen with her. Grandma had me in that Bible with her. Grandma had me in the spiritual books. Grandma had me getting potions. My sister was her favorite grandchild. She would do anything for my sister, but she saw that I had a spiritual gift, so she wanted me to carry on. So grandma would be like, Pat, drop him off. I got him. Grandma would fix me some hot dogs and grits. Fucked up meal for the feeder kid. But boiled hot dogs and grits. That's what we ate. And she loved that taste. I don't get it. But she would teach me magic. She teach me about the shoebox, tell me stories, show me what herbs go with what magic go with what, how to put my intent behind it, all that shit. Grandma taught me. And then I picked up some stuff from reading books and dealing with other spiritual practitioners to add to what grandma was saying to get the rhyme and reason why I do it like that. And that's how I could teach you guys just as well. That's how conjuring spells, all kind of root work that I'll be teaching you guys on that Patreon. I done studied it and I done broke it down because it took me a while to understand why. And I done got the why. And now that I got the why, can't nobody stop it. Because once you know the why for your shit, can't nobody tell you it's wrong or you can't do it. It's, bitch, I just did it. Did grandma practice any form of divination? She would probably just like, she probably could look at you and tell if you were gonna die. I seen a grandma say, "Oh, that bitch gonna die soon," or that type of shit. But grandma never did no tarot card readings or no none of that. Grandma was a spiritual worker. Grandma would take your ass in that room and you'll come out that bitch controlling your man, controlling your house, controlling your boss. Grandma was a root worker. She was not a divinator. She was a root worker. That was, yeah, I think so too, Celestial Earth Goddess. Does anybody still have the Buick? I had my granddad Buick. My grandma, no, she's traded that Buick in the orange Buick GMC off Colonial Drive. She bought 4 cars from them people. Then I started buying my cars from them. So yeah, she traded them in. I think she transferred right before she passed away, like 5 years before she passed away. She left Buick alone and got a Honda. So she passed away driving a red Honda Civic. Yeah, grandma was a real root worker. I'm a real root worker, but I can't do the heavy shit grandma do because I refuse. I got a moral code. See, grandma didn't give a fuck. Grandma went off of her emotion. If she felt the shit needed to be done for you, she'll do it. Me, I try to look for a very peaceful solution before we have to go in there and cut a chicken over somebody and put him in a pot and pepper his ass down. Mm-mm. Mm. Yemima. Why did your grandma say she had to feed the curse? So let me tell you guys something. These are great questions. Now let me tell you something. Every time you do a negative spell on somebody, when you call upon a demon to hurt somebody or energy to hurt somebody, the first thing you want to do is get that demon a time limit. In all of my spells, I give a time limit. Spells are not to sit up there and curse people for the rest of their life. You've got to be really angry, bitter, and jaded to put some on somebody and don't know how to remove it or don't have the sense and time to remove it. That makes you evil. We understand justice. You slap me in the face, I slap you. I get it. This is how we talk. But you gotta be able to let that spirit go back to where it's supposed to come from. Oh, no, Barry. They just asked a question. We're not getting no teaching. So my grandma said she had to keep feeding it is because when she did her conjure magic, her root work, she traps spirits in things. This is how I do. I know how to trap spirits into items, into situations. And then you give that to somebody or you in because I'm imploring that spirit. And it's just like if you go to work for like Peace Corps or you go to work for a school, like you go in the school cafeteria. Those people got to feed you. They don't expect you to work on an empty stomach, no energy. So you got to be fed throughout the day. So if you have that spirit doing work on that person, that spirit needs to be fed. And grandma used to feed that spirit every day. What she fed it, I don't know. Till she says she can't feed it no more. She didn't want to. Let somebody else feed it. And long as it get fed, it's working. Damn, put one in a Slimer toy. Nice. Those are good decks. I don't know the like a technical definition of a root worker, but I could tell you how it was portrayed in my neighborhood as I was brought up because I had several people on both sides of my family as root workers. A root worker is a fixer. This is the definition. They are fixers. If you need something done that you can't get done by in the 3D, by law enforcement, by just random conversation, then you call in the root worker, and the root worker is a fixer. Even if the doctor can't fix you, you call into the root worker. Even if you needed something done to somebody that you just didn't get injustice for, then you would call in the root worker. So basically, a root worker is a is a fixer of all things. That's why we used to call it hitting a straight lick with a crooked stick. Because if you hit a straight lick and the stick is crooked, it kind of bends. That's kind of like check. So if you hit something, it's still gonna deliver the blow, but it's not gonna deliver the blow directly to a bitch head and split them. It's gonna go down and it's gonna touch the back of the head and the front of the head, but the whole brain will be intact. This is how it was explained to me. So hitting the straight lick with a crooked stick, and it would that soften the blow, so it'll take effect over time, not just an instant bullet, knife, something like that. We fixers, and all your root workers should have that idea as a fixer, not just a root worker. No, no. If you just a root worker, you just throwing shit out there. You need to have a purpose behind your shit. Yeah, she found out later that grandma was a root worker, but I don't know if she put it together. I don't know if she put her life going through shit, cause nobody told. Ain't nobody. I ain't tell on grandma. Granddaddy damn sure didn't tell before he died. So I don't know if she knew that that was the trouble that her life was getting into, but I knew, and I saw the shit happen. I paid attention. I think it's true. Cheating on if you dealing with somebody and they are a root worker, and you come up against that person and you piss that person off in any way, shape, or form, that person is angry and bitter, and they got emotion. And if they can control spirits and demons, they will put something on your ass. I mean, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody in that scenario, but I done got fucked over several times, and I just haven't brought myself to sit up there and go put the boomstick on somebody. I haven't brought myself to do it yet, because I don't. It ain't nothing been done to me so bad. I almost was gonna put the boomstick on one motherfucker, but boy, spirit talked me off the ledge on that girl. But I don't think I don't think it's too much. It'll be some heavy shit you have to do to me as a worker. Yeah, it'll be some heavy shit you have to do to me as a worker to get me to sit up there and go in that closet and put the boom on your ass. You have to fuck up my life. You have to hurt my children. You have to take advantage of one of my children or take advantage of me sexually or something. I have zero remorse for your ass. I will do 90 days of walking barefoot in the hood, stepping on rocks, glass, and stones just to put all that negative anger and emotion into that goddamn spell work I'm doing to bust your ass in 3 of your generations for 100 years plus. That's real root worker. That's angry. And my grandma was angry, so that's why she fucked up everybody in the family and had to protect one to redeem herself. You know? We all had superstitions up north. I do got a good damn heart. Sometimes I get mad at it. Rudy Monroe. One has a metal rod. One has a metal rod for a leg to this day. Damn. Happened while she was with another person. Jesus Christ. Tore her ass up. Took a whole goddamn leg loose. Yeah. You see Anubis in your bedroom, and it was not a dream twice. Then you need to talk to them. When you start seeing deities and they come to you and they not trying to scare you, they just dare talk to them. Frida Zuli, she came to me. She came to me, right? And I never knew nothing about her. I seen her in the store. I never knew nothing about her. And she came to me in my studio, and she came to me in my bedroom and told me to get to know her. She wanted to get to know me. So I'm in my waking hour, I'm learning everything, and then I got this statue and set it up how she wanted it. I gotta learn about her. I can't work with her. She protected me. I don't know. So talk to them, see what they want. Y'all be putting a lot of stuff on the Baron. The Baron, a good old dude, man. Baron don't do nothing to nobody. Baron don't do nothing to nobody. So you know about Azuli Frida. I'm learning about her because I never really dealt with her. And she is, man, she is also cool. She is really cool. I damn sure do. Alicia Dion, what's up with you? Alicia Dion, crazy. What's up with you, man? My head don't hurt no more. Is a root worker and a conjurer the same? They are. It's just that a root worker does more earthly magic. A conjure, they only, if you're a straight conjure, you're calling down spirits. A root worker, that means you get to talk to people, interact with people, and you're doing low level stuff, but you also have the ability to conjure too. It is a distinct difference. Some conjurers don't even deal with root work. They be like, that's beneath me. Let me call upon this deity to go do the job. Not everything requires a sacrifice. You can just have them do it, but then you release them because they got to go back to their life and they family. Yeah, hit me up through the email. Just put at the top interview in the subject bar. I get on it. No, root workers, they got everything. They got everything. They can do it all. When you're a root worker, you do it all, and you do it all off of intuition, and you do it all according to the needs of that situation. Herbalism, all that. Whoa, he didn't know he was dead. He was taking sudden then. That's rough. Don't you tell him he dead. Just talk to him normal. He'll figure it out. You don't want him shocking. Mm-hmm. Last night. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's right. Overcatching. There you go. A couple of mornings ago, Jupiter came to me in a dream and said, he's Superman. That's right. Jupiter is Superman. Jupiter gives you whatever you want. Be good to Jupiter. Why would you consider root work or low level? No, I'm not saying no, Rudy. Root workers are not low level. This is what I'm saying. A root worker is all. A root worker is high level. A conjure is just stops at a bar. Neither one is low level. When I say a root worker can do it all, but a conjure only does conjure, it's in the name. Now, a witch, a warlock, a spiritualist, these people are low level energies when it comes to doing magic. Those are the low levels. If you consider yourself a witch, if you consider yourself a warlock, if you consider yourself just a spiritualist, these are low energy magic. But when you go into root working, that means you are taking on somebody else's grief, burden, and sorrow or ideas, and you're turning them into something tangible. So you're mixing your intent with their pain and their intent, and this is root working because you're getting to the root of the problem. It's not about a tree root. You're getting to the root of the problem. Now, if you're a conjure and I come and talk to you and tell you my problem and you say, well, shit, we ain't got to do nothing. Let me conjure this demon. You ain't doing nothing but conjuring something to go and work for me. But if you're a root worker, we looking at all aspects, all avenues. We doing it all. We're gonna give you 2 to 3 different things to do. We're gonna give you a spiritual bag probably. Then we're gonna give you a mojo bag. Then we're gonna sit up there and do whatever work you need us to be done. Then we're gonna follow up. But if you come to a conjure, we just gonna conjure this thing up, tell it what to do, and set it free. That's it. So none of them are low level. I think a root worker encompasses it all because at the end of the night we got to clean ourselves and we got to deal with that shit. We got to deal with what we did. We got to check our moral compass to see that did we do it because we wanted to? Did we do it because you needed it? Did you really need it? We have to go through all that. And a lot of spiritualists out there, listen to me good. A lot of root workers, they end up looking real old, dried out, and ugly as they get into their older years because they tend to want to conjure everything to go the easy way as they get older. And then they get dried out, losing teeth. That's why you see all these spiritual, you see a beautiful motherfucker such as myself, you like, damn, I ain't know this nigga knew do magic. He gorgeous. Yeah, because grandma taught me how to off put the shit. I know when to stop. I know when my energy go low. I ain't sitting up there trying to impress no motherfucking body. I plan to be beautiful for as long as I can. Skin so soft, baby. I'm gonna wipe it on. I'm gonna do my little mass pills. I'm gonna drink my little 8, 9 ounces of water every 3, 4 hours. I'm gonna do what I do. A lot of spiritual people they get all old and dirty and raggedy looking, and then they stop wanting to wear nice clothes and they just throw on anything because the world don't mean shit to them. Their appearance don't mean shit. You think I'm gonna always have on me some fly ass fucking clothes and looking good, smelling good, feeling good. Fuck, I supposed to be telling you how to do your life, and I'm sitting up here looking like a bandersnatch. You got me fucked up. Let me stop. I remember when my spiritual teacher, I'm like, this man dressed so bummy, but he knew his shit. And I'm like, I am not finna go out like this wearing a fucking burlap sack and just to walk around. Nah, bitch, I'm gonna buy me my watches. I'm gonna put on my smell good. I'm gonna get that beard trim, and I'm gonna put on my matching clothes, my colorful ass matching clothes, looking good, and we gonna party. Now, when it comes to the lab, I throw on this t-shirt, but I'm gonna be fly. See a lot of spiritual around here looking like nothing. Fuck you walk out the house looking like a dish rag for you got the whole motherfucking power of the universe in your hand at your beck and calling. You gonna walk out the door looking like a dish rag? Let alone let your spiritual woman walk out the door looking like a dish rag. Nigga, you got your goddamn mind. Get in there and put on some nice clothes. Different breed. Well, that's your ego. Yup. Who the fuck say just because you're a spiritual, you gotta let go of your ego? You need your ego when you're dealing with spirits anyway. Because if you find yourself all humble and lowly, oh, I'm as low as a snail, I would like for you to come and help me with this spell. They're going to be like, fuck you. Give me $1 million in spiritual money. Now you fuck. But if I own you, you work for me, bitch, you breathe my air, my energy. Get out there and do what the fuck you got to do. You're going to get your pay, now do it. They got no trouble. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You Mr. Human. Yes, sir. I'm a spirit. I'm an out of body spirit. I have no energy unless you give it to me. Yes, sir. I'll do it. So don't ever drop your fucking ego. You can humble your shit on the 3D with other people just to communicate. But in that spiritual world, that ego need to be so motherfucking high. A lot of people get trapped and fucked up in that shit. How the fuck you gonna come to a demon or a spirit that ain't got no body and put yourself on a lower level than him? Bitch, you inheriting this world that I could physically move shit with. You have to put all your energy into this bitch to lift this car 10 inches. I could fling this bitch into a mango if I wanted. So you need my assistance. Therefore, you work for me. That's the top thing in being a root worker. Because you get to call in whatever the fuck you want to call in. And you better damn well know that you the boss. That's right. All that shit though. Y'all gonna get it. I told you, y'all gonna get it. Listen, my grandma was the best. She whooped me though. She whooped me with a plastic bat named Ben from the dollar store. We hit that bitch when we got older. We threw that bitch away. But she would whoop our ass with a plastic bat named Ben. She named it Ben. So grandma taught me the most. Everybody know how to do it, but my family Christian as fuck. But me, grandma taught me what to do. Me and grandma were both doing spells of prosperity. Grandma needed to win some money on the lotto. They nicknamed my grandma Lady Luck. Cause that motherfucker walk in the store, get a scratch off and win. My auntie inherited that gift too. My auntie walked in the lotto, bought a $50 lotto ticket, won $20,000. Walked in there 2 weeks later, she won $10,000. She said, I'm gonna stop right here. And she put the money towards her nice new car. She been getting ready to retire anyway, but she deserved it. Yep, being from the dollar store. She'll whoop our ass with that bat. I need to make all them coins. Queen Jackson, it'll come. Money, money come to me in abundance, 3 times 3. May it be enriched in the best of ways, harming none while on its way. This I accept, so mote it be. Bring me money, 3 times 3. Say that chant before you get to work. Say that bitch in the morning while you're pissing shit and say it. Bathing, say it. Say it just out of nowhere. Money start jumping in your pocket. You be like, damn, what's going on with this? Roger. Bro, I'm going to have to give you the emergency reading, the super emergency reading. I'm going to have to give you the all-in-depth. You probably going to get it all-in-one, man, because you've been blessing me. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Lord, have mercy. I went and got a haircut with that money. Yes, I say this every day, Royal Blue. Every single day. I grab my amulet, 6 and 7 Pinnacle of Jupiter, and I say it every day holding this. And I say a personal prayer of my own on all of this right here. So for Yemima, money, money come to me in abundance 3 times 3. May it be enriched in the best of ways, harming none while on its way. This I accept, so mote it be. Bring me money 3 times 3. Simple, easy. Say it every day. I'm telling you, your stars will change. And then you ain't hurt nobody. Because you saying may it be enriched in the best of ways. That means it's coming from a good source, harming none while on his way. That means nobody done robbed, killed, stole to get it. No karmic money. No quick spending money. No, I gotta wait, I'm afraid. No, this is how you do it. This is how spirituality works. This is what a root worker do. A conjurer would say, you need money, let me get this leprechaun. Let me call this leprechaun up here using St. Christopher's something or another, and then we're going to get this bitch to go and work and get you money. It works the same. It's going to have its results. It's going to do what it do. But just being a little root worker right there, what you just did, getting to the root of your problem of being poor or destitute without bread, simple as that. You just did it. You're a root worker now. It doesn't matter the hour of the day because this is your intent. But if you want to strengthen it, do it on a Thursday during the hour of Jupiter. Baby, sing a song. It'll make your day. Watch what happens. I do it when I'm walking around the track. I do it when I'm doing all these sit-ups and ab routine. Didi, I need your help. I know you was a professional bodybuilder at one time. You placed in the women's bodybuilding champion. I did your reading. I know. I remember. I need your help praying for abs over here. Yes, today is Thursday, Jupiter's day. During the hour of Jupiter. You say it. You need one of these necklaces, royal blue? I consecrate them now. You buy them, I consecrate it for you. I dip it in that blood. I done consecrate a lot of them. That's the service I should be doing on my website, but I don't do it. I don't do the service on my website. If somebody calls and I'm like, let me consecrate you, but I should just offer it. You do got yours, Didi. That's right, Darlene. You're right. How's it working for you since you got it? Because you got Saturn to go with your zodiac, I think, Capricorn. How's it working for you, Darlene? Rudy say modern magic. I don't know if I got that book up there on the shelf, but I got a lot of magical books. Somebody said, so mote it be. I like that. I have no similar to that I made up. I say every day good. Hey everybody, this is how we do it here. You guys are gonna get what you need. Story time. I gave y'all a bonus story because I was scared to record that one. And just put it up there for people to go back. Cause I'm really scared of the alphabet boys fucking with me. But yeah. Oh no, you can either no, you called me and said you just called me and tell me I haven't put it on the website. Roger, when you get your reading done, if you want one, you let me know. I'll consecrate yours for free and give it to you for free because brother, you done blessed me. You deserve a free one. So you do what you do. You say you want one, just I'll talk you down to one. I'll order it. I'll sit up there and do the ceremony on it, and I'll make sure you get one. Darlene, yes, it is working, especially around the workplace, trying to figure out more about how it works. There we go. There we go. I'm telling you, that thing is going to make them look at you also well. The intelligence that's going to come from it, they won't be able to mess with you, Darlene. Watch. I want to animate it, man. I want to and act them out and shit, man. I want to. I think y'all will see. Man, I probably have mine. I'm stressing now because I'm seeing it play out in my head, and if I can get that movie set or that video to play it out just how that shit happened, man, y'all will be like, this. I'm surprised this Joker made it out the hood. I'm surprised he even existed, boy. Cause whoo, I done been through it. I got your royal blue. Yes, I can't hire someone to do them for me. You're right, and just tell them, hey, this is how I want to see it. I need to go ahead and start doing that because and the crazy thing about it, these are true stories, man. I mean, I wish I had an imagination to make them up, but with my old country talking ass, I couldn't make up nothing like this. I be like listening to myself talk. And I'm like, man, why did you say that word like that? You got to talk to people. People gonna see this. You're not talking to the people in your backyard, and I shorten my words and I don't say some phrases right, and I'm like, man, you talk too country. And it's just I be mad at myself when I hear it, but y'all like it. Y'all ain't never came for me, so I'm okay. But man, listen, I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm stressing now that I done turned the video, turned the mirror on myself. I'm stressing. When I touch my eyes, I stress, y'all. I got telltale sign. So I'm stressing now, y'all. I get over it. That's the Leo in me. Just picking myself apart. Always got to be the best of the best. Get up here and be like, and then my grandma went down there and had me throw something on a porch. And god damn, boy, did it smell so goddamn bad. It wouldn't come out right. You right. Grandma said, take about 10 steps back. Can your legs let you do it? Thank you, boy. Here go this dollar. Go get you some candy and a flip. Y'all, the South is great. I had a great childhood, though. It was scary as fuck. We probably didn't survive. I don't know, should I talk about the monster in Lake Sunset? Talk about the ninja who made clouds disappear in the community? That's a motherfucker. Black ninja. In the middle of the hood. Kicking ass. Tell you about the whole family was born with deformities, and everybody say this family had a bad seed. They live right. I know too much. I have y'all touring this bitch. Barry said this was happening in Richmond. What you say? Overland State. What? Oh man. Oh. Well, I'm changing the color in my house right now, so y'all, I got a lot of work to do. But hey, listen, I appreciate you rocking with me and everything. Didi, this your birthday? I saw you said, this your birthday, Didi? Happy birthday. Today your birthday? This the 30th. Happy birthday. No, that's June. This June. I thought July 30th. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm a Leo too, goddamn it. We finna rock this bitch. We finna tear it up. And everything I wear gonna be bright. I'm wearing everything orange, gold, yellow, vibrant ass purple and teal. I'm finna shut this bitch down. Y'all gonna be like this loud bitch popping, and I'm gonna walk through like the Joker. I don't give a fuck. People laughing. I got my shit in there. I'm gonna take pictures and everything. I want to look like a nuclear motherfucking explosion. Mm. They were like, look at this cat, bitch. It's my birthday month. Back off. Shalice, there we go. We gonna do something in this bitch. I still haven't watched, but I think I watched one Black Mirror, and I think it was the Bandersnatch, because I wanted to know what a Bandersnatch was. But going either way, I don't know what that meant. But I know my granddaddy used to be like, look at that motherfucker smelling like a Bandersnatch or looking like a Bandersnatch. So it was a mythical monster like the abominable snowman or something. I mean, like Bigfoot or something. Or we'll say a Baglade Indian, smelling like a Baglade Indian. I don't know what the Indians used to do in the Baglades, but that's what it's saying in our home. It must have been bathed or something. But listen, everybody, we doing this. Any tips with dealing with death? Rudy Monroe, if you want to deal with death, I'm gonna say if it's death of a loved one, accept it. If it's death of somebody you don't feel should have gone due to some crime or some hatred, please don't accept that. Do everything you can to make that entity feel like they got somebody on their side, because you're gonna be the strength for it. That's all I can say about death. Oh, cemetery tips. Just pay what you owe. Pay what you owe when you go in. Pay what you owe when you leave out. And when you leave out, tuck your close the mirrors up and look forward till you get off the street, out of the cemetery where you can't see it no more. Don't look back. Don't look back. Yes. Oh, Michaela, one good thing One good thing that you can do to deconstruct from a true spiritual order or religious practice, the first thing you can do is sit up there and recognize that it's a false doctrine. That religion, that spiritual belief, that spiritual practice was made up by somebody who gave it rules and structures. And once you can see that not saying that the teaching is wrong, the material is bad, but long as you can see the man within the religion, then you know it's a bad thing because we are very much imperfect. I am imperfect. You are imperfect. So why the fuck do I need to trust Jacob over here to be perfect? He added his shit to it. They all added their shit to them books. Just know that, okay, if there was a Jesus and he wept for us, I don't think he looked like he looked. I don't think he died how he died. I don't think his message was that. Leave it up to interpretation. Jesus, I recognize you to be there. Talk to me direct. It happens. It goes like that. Buddha, Allah, talk to me direct. Shinto, talk to me direct. It happens. And you'll get it. Then you break away from mainstream. But you can keep your spiritual practices, your religious practice, if that's what makes you whole and give you a standing and a foundation. But just don't believe the man-made hype about whatever you believe in. I hope that made sense. That's right. Well, let me let y'all get off here. I got to do some more spray painting. Everybody was great talking to you. Every time I do a live on the Truth, every time I do Truth Spook, I'm gonna follow up with a lie to see if you guys want to talk about the story, ask questions. However, like you did today, it was good chatting. I appreciate that right now. And I ain't come up with no phrases yet, but I've been getting some. Y'all just keep hitting me up, emailing them to me, putting them in the comment section. I want to come up with a nice standard catchphrase for when I end True Spook channel. All right, everybody. I will say I'm the Baron. All right, everybody. I'm tight. Telling you guys. I don't know. I ain't got it yet. But I'm tight. Letting you guys know. All things spooky is all things true. Yeah, all things spooky should be considered all things true. All things true can be considered spooky. I don't know. I'm coming up with something. Y'all have a good one. Be good, y'all.